Hello Braywick and welcome to Monday's skills video. So this week and the next weeks we're not going to do a Key Stage 1 and a Key Stage 2 video. We're going to combine them and just do one video together. The reason for this is because we're going to teach you some athletics over these next couple of weeks. And all the events you do at Sports Day is for every year group. So you'll be learning the same teaching points and the same skills. But before we get onto that, I'm going to quickly talk to you about the virtual school games. Well done to everyone who entered and emailed in your results. I have sent them off to Get Active Berkshire to have a look at them. I will email later this afternoon, Monday afternoon, the results of who did the best in our school. So it'll be a team of 6 who would have won, and you guys will get 5 house points each. But like I mentioned in the emails, it's not just about the scores you get, but also how many people enter. So the more people that we enter, the better chance we've got of doing well. So please enter. Okay, so back to today's video. Today we're going to be focusing on athletics, and more specifically jumping events. But before we do that, we've got to do a warm-up. Warm-ups are based off 2 activities. They're based on stretching and a heart raiser or pulse raiser. And that's what we're going to be working on today. It's especially important to stretch and do a warm-up properly when we're doing jumping, because a lot of it is explosive movements. So we need to make sure our muscles are nice and warm. I won't get into the science of it, it just makes sure our muscles are nice and loose. Okay, so we're going to start with the pulse raiser, okay? So it's just anything will get your heart going. So I'm going to show you some activities, what are going to be sped up. You can copy them or do your own, okay? So I might do star jumps. So that's my pulse raiser. And now I'm going to show you some stretches, okay? You might think jumping just uses your legs, but actually uses your whole body. So I'm going to again show you some stretches. Ideally, stretches should be held for 20 seconds. I'm going to start with my toes and move my way up. You could obviously copy my stretches or do your own, okay? You know your body's better than me. We've now done a pulse raiser and now we've done our stretches. We're ready for the jumping activities. So we're going to move on to our first jumping activity. And this is one you would have all done at Sports Day and would have done with me at athletics last year. And this is the standing long jump. So some key teaching points, guys, is I want you to adopt the power position. So what is that, I hear you say? Okay, so the power position, guys, is you're nice and down, my knees are bent, I'm on my balls and my toes, okay? The balls are here, guys, so I don't want you on your heels like that. I want you there, like that, with your weight slightly leaning forward. And what I want you to do, guys, is simply just find a cone or anything and just jump forward from the power position. So there, don't worry about your arms at the moment, and jump forward and land like that, okay? I'm going to do that 5 times, okay, and see what we can do. So that's 5 times, guys. Notice the way I land, okay? When I'm landing, I'm going forward. I am not moving back. The reason is, in standing long jump and in jumping events, they take the mark from the closest to the cone. So for example, if I jumped, then step back, they would mark me from here, okay? So now we've got the power position. We're now going to introduce our arms, okay? So our arms need to come from up to low, and push our hips forward, so that drives us forward, okay? So let's watch, okay? So up, power position, push through, okay? Do that a couple more times. As you can see, I'm getting further and further away. Start with just your feet and your legs without using your hands, and then add in your hands, okay? If you want to mark yourself, just hold on to a cone or any fit object. There, power position, balls on my toes, slightly leaning forward, arms up, and from where it is there. Okay? See if you can try and beat that. And that is our first jumping activity. So now, very quick, we're into our second jumping activity. And just like our first one, it will use the power position. So just a reminder guys, the power position, feet about shoulder width apart, on the balls of your feet, bending of the knees, like so. So you're ready to explode. Unlike standing long jump though guys, it will go upwards rather than forwards. What I want you to do guys, simply is get into the power position and go up 5 times, okay? So ready? So I'm on the balls, but as you can see guys, I'm exploding upwards, not forwards. So how do we measure vertical jump? So guys, you might need a wall. And what you need to do is stand with your arm against it and mark it. Then you'll get into the power position, in there, explode up, and then you'll measure the difference from there to where you jump. And that's how you're going to be done. I will demonstrate this 5 times for you. So the difference is what you measure. Those 2 activities use the power position, and now we're going to move on to activities that don't. So Braywick, we're now into our third jumping activity. We have done the standing long jump and the vertical jump, and both these use the power position. We're now going to move into speed bounce. You would have all used the speed bounce mats at sports day or in my athletics lesson, but I'm going to go over the key teaching points so you can practice this at home. You might start to see a pattern now that all jumping events need to be on the balls of our feet, and speed bounce is no different. So we need to be on the balls of our feet like so. Obviously guys, you do not have the mats, so just use cones, socks, or whatever you want to do guys. It's really up to you how far you want to jump, okay? Because remember the wedge is about normally that high. So you could guys just jump over it like that, or like that. Up to you. But do not try and make it too wide, because then that affects how we jump. So what you guys need to do is be on your balls of your feet like everything. And the first activity I want you to do, a bit like bunny hops guys, just simply try and get your knees to your chest and jump over, okay? So just like this. So just like that. Not looking back, not looking to get speed, just getting over it with your knees to your chest. So once, I'll do this 5 times to show now. Ready? So. It's 5, okay? As you see, I brought my knees to my chest. The reason why is because then we can clear the wedge and whatever obstacle you've got down. To get the speed, guys, is about landing and pushing off straight away. It's about that explosion I mentioned right at the start. Okay? So I'll demonstrate how to get explosion by doing it twice. So just ready? Balls my feet, land on my balls, explode. So, okay? Do you still notice my knees are still coming to my chest, still going up, so I'm clearing the wedge, but I'm landing on the balls of my feet and pushing straight back off. I will demonstrate this 10 times now, guys, and see what you can do at home. Okay? Do this for 30 seconds, send me in your results. That was good. This is our last jumping activity. So we've now done 2 of the power position and 2 without. And this one does not use a power position either. This is 5 strides. So you would have all done this again last year, but I'm just reinforcing the teaching points and going over. So as you might have realised by now, all teaching points, all jumping activities has one particular teaching point in, and that's have to be on the balls of your feet, so you're not flat-footed. I'll just show you again, just so you remember. So balls, guys, are like that, on your toes. This will be flat-footed, like that, on your heels, balls of your toes. So 5 strides, okay, guys, is about how bouncy you can be, really. So I will demonstrate one activity I want you to do before you have a go. So as you can see, I've got my cone. You've got to decide what foot you want to take off on. I am right-footed, so I'll put my right foot strongly. And what I want you to do is put some objects out, guys, and just simply walk from one to the other, like so. So like big strides. So 1, 2, on your balls with 3, 4. Okay? I'll demonstrate that. And actually, sorry, I'll add something else in. At the end, with the green cone, I want you just to do a jump. So I'll demonstrate this for you 3 times now. Ready? So here we go. Even though I might be walking, guys, I am still on the balls of my feet. So now once you've done that, you might want to readjust it. So if you're finding it really easy to do that, you might want to make your gaps a little bit bigger. For the purposes of the camera, guys, and where we are, unfortunately I can't make it much bigger because otherwise I'll go out of shot. But make it as big as you feel comfortable. Once you've done that and you felt comfortable with your strides, pick up your cones and have a go at 5 strides. So remember, it's 4, then jump. I'll just demonstrate. So you know I said about the camera? Well, we moved the camera back so I can show you better now. So it's 4 steps and then a jump. Okay, so ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Jump, okay? Right, I'll demonstrate that a couple more times. See how you get going. Another top tip to improve this, guys, is try and extend your legs as far as possible. Even then, I was still trying to make sure I was in shot, so my legs went as far as they could be. Practice, guys. Differentiate which foot you might be, so might take off on your right foot, might take on your left foot. Find out what's most comfortable. Well done, and I'll see you in tomorrow's daily challenge.